My name is Tricia Powell, and I am Hispanic of Puerto Rican descent. When I was 17 years old, I found myself pregnant and scared. I didn't know what to do back then, but I did know that the cultural message was and still is, if you're a teenager and you're pregnant, abortion is your only option. Abortion is presented as the easy way out, and scared teenagers tend to look for easy solutions to their problems, and therefore, making the choice to abort was easy for me. Looking back, I can honestly say to you that the choices presented to me by the abortion industry were cash, check, or credit. When young girls go to clinics, no other choices such as carrying the baby to term, putting them up for adoption, or actually offering skill training to the pregnant girl is presented. At least it wasn't presented in my case. The only choices presented were those of addressing how to get rid of your problem. When I went to the clinic, my pregnancy was never referred to as a baby. It was a problem. It was an obstruction to a promising life ahead, and they were quick to offer a solution for this. I did not need parental consent. I went by myself. I paid cash. And, Lord knows if something did happen to me, my mother would have had no idea where I was. When I woke up from the anesthesia, I was on a medical surgical table in a room with about 5 other girls, all of us knocked out and groggy. I got up and somehow found the restroom, and I began to throw up the effects of the anesthesia. No one was there. No one came to my aid. No one checked on my well-being. And when I was done vomiting, I was trying to find my way back to the metal table, and that is when someone found me in the hallway. I was then escorted to an examining room so that I could get dressed and leave. That was the extent of the compassion shown to me, and I took the bus home. There is nothing compassionate about this industry. A woman's health and safety are not at the forefront, and a choice is non-existent. No one explains the procedure. They run you through the process as if you're a cattle. Young women especially need Virginia's health safety standards because they don't know that they should expect the highest standard of clinical care. Most would not demand that the doctors wash their hands between patients, that facilities not dispense expired drugs, that the procedure tables should be sterilized between patients, and that the conditions of the instruments should be sanitary. This is some of the excerpts from these inspections, and I'm going to read. This is from the Tidewater Clinic. A bucket that held water to rinse the suction pump lines after procedures was turbid with floating black particles. Supplies scheduled for the day's procedures were opened and left uncovered on the treatment room counter, and they were exposed to contamination. Another clinic, there was a dark reddish substance on the inner surface of the hub where the vacutainer tube for blood collection was attached. Staff number 8 stated, "That looks like blood, and they are not clean." From another Northern Virginia clinic, at no time was the physician observed washing his hands or performing hand hygiene. In addition, we have a deficiency from the Richmond Clinic. 2 tracheal tubes had expired on 12/31/95. The following medications were expired and available for administration. Dextrose expired on 7/12, vasopressin expired on June 2012, lidocaine expired June 2013, calcium chloride expired June 2012, epinephrine expired February 1, 2013, atropine 1 milligram expired December 2012, and there's more. The list goes on. And in Charlottesville, they have the person designated as the infection control preventionist was not a licensed care professional. This is just a small sample of the unsanitary and substandard care that existed before the health standards. You can find a lot more of these actual inspection documents on our website. If it had not been for these standards, health inspectors could never have gone in to help and correct these deficiencies. And this is the type of poor care that unsuspecting teenagers would be receiving. That is why it is a stupid lie to say that exempting existing clinics from these standards is somehow a good thing for women.
Yes.